Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Lucid Trading. Just decided to put this hat on today because Tesla's going through the roof. It is going absolutely through the roof right now, and I'll show you right now. Look at that. It hit 630, which it has not hit in a while, and it's zooming up above. It is doing exceptional. I'm going to be taking this head off. But yeah, Tesla, man, oh my. Hold on, let me just zoom in a little bit here so you can see it properly. Right, so we said that Tesla was going to come down, and it went down, and then it was going to come back up right away. And exactly that has happened. Of course, it didn't quite reach our 640 target just yet, but I do think we're going to get very, very close to hitting 640. Definitely make sure you hit the like button right now for this absolutely beautiful play. I bought some Tesla stock personally at 610, 615, 620. It's now sitting at about 628.6. Beautiful, very beautiful move on Tesla stock. I think we could see an acceleration of this move here just the coming days here. It's going to be quite nice. Make sure you tap that like button. Let's get to 50 likes right here, right now. I'll be very, very appreciative of that. Let me just share the link for the live stream. Yeah, I was watching soccer. The Netherlands was playing soccer against Macedonia, and it's the European Cup, so yeah, that was pretty exciting. I was going to upload a video, and then that came up, and it was like, oh gosh, I'm going to have to watch that. So I watched that whole game. I think they won by 3 points. So yeah, I think the Netherlands has a good chance of just actually winning the European Cup. This is for the people that know anything about soccer. Let's see. Alrighty, let's give a shout out to the people that already joined. Welcome back to William, Dasha, Disciple of Jesus Christ, Brandon, Dara, William, Rocket, Alan. I hope you guys like the new badges, by the way. If you are a YouTube member, you have a badge next to your name. Irene, OM Bassnett, and Trilla, Okches, Damson. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Smash the like button. Let's get to 50 likes right here, right now. All right. I'm going to be taking a look at the stocks that I listed in the live chat, especially Tesla here. Oh my. Tesla is absolutely murdering it today. It is looking so amazing right now. All right. These were the bottoms that we saw on the trend line. Right now, this is kind of the trend that we're seeing. It's right at the upper range of it. So if you would grab a line like that, this is currently where we're at right now in the trend, at the upper levels. And there's a lot of resistance at the 635. So it's going to be a tug of war between the bears and the bulls right around 635. I do think we're going to see it go above that because we have a big catalyst coming up, namely the Tesla deliveries, right? The Q2 deliveries for Tesla. And I think it should be able to skyrocket above that resistance very, very soon. Okay, let's see. Right, so at the moment, we're pretty much retesting the 630s. If I'm gonna grab my phone. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it is retesting about 630. I think it could go past that level. There's still a lot of momentum. We're not even in the overbought levels yet, so it should be doable. Checking the 1 hour right now. Yeah, 630. There you go. And now it needs to stay there. Needs to consolidate at 630, 630.8. That is a lot of momentum coming in. Look at that. Tesla's going fast. And the NASDAQ is, of course, helping. You can see that the NASDAQ is up 0.8%. And Tesla right now sitting at 631, up 1.27%, sitting at 631.2. It is still zooming up. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a tissue real fast because Tesla's making me cry. That's how happy I am. All right. It just needs to hold 630. So long as Tesla's going to hold the 630, we should be perfectly fine here. AI, please. AI stock, please. AI is not doing a whole lot. I mean, it's just going sideways. Not a whole lot happening there. Although I did expect a big move upwards for this current week, which is... I don't know why this arrow... Strange. Oh, yeah, 62. My target for 60 was 62 for today. It is not happening. I find that strange. I don't know why that's happening. It could still have to do with the lockup period expiration. You know, insiders still selling. Might be that. I think it's probably that because the markets are green, right? So the S&P is green, the Nasdaq is green, the Russell's green, everything is green, but C3 is down 2.7%. I think it could be just insiders that are selling right now. That could have an effect. I actually bought more. I bought more C3.ai today at 57. So I am adding as it's going lower. How much it could go lower? I think it should be able to hold this support, honestly. Given the market right now. The market is green. It is looking bullish across the board. Market cap 5.6 billion. I mean, revenue annually, it's just been pretty great. Quarterly, it's been great. It's not bad. It's just a matter of time, right? So, like I said previously, the lockup period expiration was in the first week of the month. It's still unfolding, right? It usually takes about 3 weeks to a month for that negativities to subside. Once that happens, you're going to see like a slow climbing upwards, and it's just going to go parabolic. So I am buying for that reason. I'm like, hey, right now there's negative pressure, right? So we see insiders are selling left and right. That's when the price is going to be the cheapest, when there's a lot of selling pressure. Let's see. Let's check the daily chart. Yeah, let's just look at that. Classic. All right. It needs to hold this range. If we can grab the fib. In fact, it's already below the Fibonacci support range. The next one would be around 53.3. But it depends, you know, because you could also argue that, I mean, I could have done it from top to bottom. One sec. Yeah. For some reason, it seems to uphold the 57. I mean, this does suspiciously look like it's about to go down, right? Hold up. Yeah, it looks like we have a bull flag, honestly. This is a bull flag with what we're currently seeing. But that would mean it would have to come down to 56 in that range. I mean, it could also bottom out right here. We would have like a double bottom here. That's a possibility. But with the negativity that we've seen, which is like kind of strange, you know, the Nasdaq is up, the Russell's up, everything is going up, and it's still down 2.9%. Might it just pull back slightly before it jumps? I think that's currently more likely. You had the fast move up, then move down. That is a bull flag in my opinion. So let's use this trend then, eh? Let's say it drops down to around 55, 56. And then after that, we have a move to the upside. $55.8 has acted as support several times, twice. And then a retracement back up to about still a 62. I'm still looking at 62 for C3.ai. So I think it's going to retrace to 62 regardless of it going down to 55, 56. I think the main reason C3 has been going down is because of the lockup period expiration that we had recently with insiders, selling left and right. All right, guys, make sure you tap that like button. Come on, let's go. Let's get to 50 likes right now. We can do that, and it does help the channel, so do make sure you do that because it puts the live stream out there, C3 bull flag is curling up. Anyone know why HCIC hasn't popped more on the Amazon news? No idea. Bitcoin is tanking thanks to China. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Gara, can you please check CRM when you have the time? Yeah, I think I'm gonna check CRM. Why not? Let's check CRM. I haven't checked CRM in a lifetime. Okay, so I was bullish. I was bullish, but at that time I was like, hey, it should be able to pull back again. It didn't pull back at all. So this is just it's just completely wrong, right? So it happens from time to time. Although I'm gonna have to say what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I was way too early with that analysis, to be honest. I would actually move it up to right there because it does look like it's gonna pull back. Let's see, we can. Yeah, it went above the resistance, right? So that's really, really bullish. It went above this resistance that was stuck in. This is the main reason why I thought it was going to come down. And then you had the MACD also kind of midway. Like if the market would have gone down, we would have definitely seen Salesforce come down here. But what we saw instead was a gap to the upside, which was kind of massive, beginning of June, and then it just kept on going up, filling that gap as well. I think it's time for a correction. I think it would come back down to the 230s. Retest this resistance line, probably. I think that could make a lot of sense. Yeah, right around here. So 228. That's kind of my target right now for Salesforce. Slight pullback to the downside, and then right after we should see a recovery, and it could rally potentially even further, given that there's still room left on the R side. I mean, when is earnings going to be? See if we can check that right now. Earnings is going to be in August, end of August. So there's some time until earnings for Salesforce, and I think it should be able to uphold this trend and just gradually go up until earnings, which is 2 months from now. So first we would see a downturn until the first week of July, and then after that probably recover from that and just go up for earnings. I think that's kind of the game plan here for Salesforce. Masras came in with a $3 donation and says CCIV has not moved. Can we get a detailed breakdown? CCIV has not moved. Yeah, it's kind of strange, right? It's like I was also wondering, like, what is happening there? We have got the Nasdaq is going up, the Russell's going up, everything is moving, and CCIV has just been rather flat. It happens from time to time. There has not really been any news regarding CCIV, so you can give it that. But like I said previously, it is a matter of time before CCIV starts moving. There's a massive catalyst, which is the merger. It should move very soon. I'm going to just briefly post the PayPal link in the live chat so people know they can donate there. Let me pin that down. Alrighty. See if I can quickly fix this video cam. Should be a tiny bit better. What is the news on Palantir? Didn't they recently come out with like a specific partnership that should aid them? I think that's the reason why Palantir's been doing so well lately, because of that positive news that just came out. A strategic partnership with this big corporation, which led to Palantir almost going above 26. If I'm taking a look here at the technicals, I'm pretty much... It's just going to zigzag around, right? Like, it's just this kangaroo movement, back and forth, zigzagging around. Okay, so the Nasdaq is up 0.8%. The Russell is up 2.3%. Dow Jones up 1.7%. S&P up 1.3%. Why the hell is Palantir not moving? That makes no sense. And I'm seeing the same thing happening here with C3.ai barely budging, Snowflake in the negative. Big tech, however, is doing okay, right? So we're seeing Apple, Facebook, Google, they're all up. But there you go, like Bionano Genomics, Nano Dimension, down. Recovery stocks are up, big banks are up, value stocks are up. But it seems like the popular growth and tech stocks are not doing so well at the moment. And the smaller cap ones. Yeah, I think it's going to take some time, but it's going to stay between that 24 to 25 for some time. I would expect it probably by the end of the week to rally all the way to 27. We still have some days left, right? It's the first day of the week, so. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah, I think we had to cover CCIV, right? Okay, let me check this. Okay, so CCIV is down 2.2%. Yeah, given the fact that so many stocks out there are down on this positive day, so many stocks where you would have thought, hey, why is that not going up right now? I think it's just like a basket of like really popular retail stocks, right? So stocks that retail traders are in, those are down right now. Because else, how do you explain it? You've got the Russell booming, you got the Dow Jones booming, you got the Nasdaq booming, S&P, all of it is up. Except when you look at this list, these are popular retail stocks. Tesla's only up 0.8%. Usually on a day like this, Tesla's up like 3 or 4%. NIO's down, XPeng is down, CCIV is down, AMC, right? AMC 6.5% down, AI is down, Palantir sideways, Snowflake is down. And then you have big tech, all of them up. I just find it a bit. I find it just a little tad bit fishy. Yeah, let's get out of conspiracy theory territory. Sitting at 22.9, down 2%, and daily still indicating negativity, right? I mean, there's still a month left, right? So there is a whole month left until the merger. So you've got to understand that. The stock is not going to go up overnight. That doesn't happen. This is just an indication of how it could go. I think in my estimation, it makes more sense for it to consolidate and then slowly head up. And then the next target is going to be around 25. But I don't expect it to go down in a descending way. Like, I don't expect this to be happening, right? I don't think that's going to happen. So that would be really strange. I think the only way that could happen is if the markets are actually going down, which is not the case at the moment. The markets are really green at the moment. It's slowly pulling back up. So I would say its next target's going to be around 25, 26. That's going to be resistance. And then I would say we would see a slight pullback to the 24 once again, and then gradually rally above 28. And that would be by the first week of July. Hopefully by then we could be seeing CCIV in the 30s. So I still think it's a great buying opportunity right now. The current prices at around 22, 23. If it gets to 20, hey, I would load up, right? So that's currently what I'm seeing here for CCIV. It can't get more detailed than this because we don't have much more information. There's not a whole lot of history to go off of, given the fact that they changed the ratios, at how this merger is going to be playing out, with the SPAC receiving some shares and Lucid Motors receiving shares as well. I think the past information is not going to be very helpful. But despite that, I do think it's a great buying opportunity, right? It's going to be a matter of time. It's not going to go up overnight. There's still a month left until the actual merger. But when it happens, it's going to go parabolic. Just straight up parabolic. And, I can't wait. I just want to see this play out. Lucid Motors is going to be sick. A little something called fundamentals and free cash flow growth. Big tech is up. Yeah, the fundamentals of big tech right now looking pretty darn good. I'll have to tell you that. Like, it's really good. It's been growing. Hey, mate, love the channel. 1 second. There's a lot of background noise. Give me one moment. Alright, I'm back. Masraz coming in with another $3 donation. Thank you. CCIV rumored to partner with Apple. Did you hear? We don't know anything, right? So we don't know anything about that actually happening or not. I'm just going off of information that is that we know of. Anything else doesn't matter. So it's a rumor. It might happen. It might not happen. We don't know. If it is the case, then I do think Lucid Motors is going to be really darn huge. We'll see. I have no idea whether that's going to be the case. It's just a rumor. So far, as far as I know, nothing. There's no evidence for that. It's just a rumor. The rumor was there in March. I mean, there's been rumors that Tesla was going to be partnering up with Apple, that Hyundai and just other car manufacturers. So I don't think it's going to be true. But if it is true, it's going to be big. Big if true. I have a question. How do you take profits by hitting the sell button? Do you have a strategy you follow? I just hit the sell button, honestly. I'm kidding. My strategy is I take a look at where the resistances are, and if I am satisfied with the gain and I think that resistance is a big resistance, I'll probably sell close to a resistance. That's how I usually do it. I don't think it is true though. The rumor around CCIV. I'll be very surprised if it was true. I think Apple's gonna do it all on their own, probably. All right. I love CCIV to drop down to an agreeable 19.5. I will love that. I would definitely buy some CCIV at that point. Tesla's sitting at 630 right now. Look at that. Looking fabulous. It needs to stay there. It needs to consolidate there. And I think then we could see the 640s very soon. I mean, it's 2% away from hitting 640. Roughly, 1.5 to 2%. I'm so baffled by the fact that it's just moving so slow. Even Apple. Freaking Apple is moving faster than Tesla. And Apple's a company with like a market cap of 2.2 trillion. I mean, what does Apple have right now? Nothing. Like, there's no catalyst in the near term for Apple. Yet Tesla has a big catalyst, Q2 deliveries. So I'm just really surprised at how weak Tesla's moving. Very, very slow momentum. I bet people are not buying Apple because of its fundamentals at the moment. At least not the near-term catalysts. They're buying it because it's a safe haven. It's kind of a safe haven, and that's why they load up on Apple. Hey, how was your meal today? It was great. I had some chicken tenders, some tendies. It's really nice food from Mackey's. All right, I want to check NIO right here. So we said NIO was going to pull back, which it did, and then zoom back up and hit 50. This is based off of the weekly, right? So the weekly crossed, which is really bullish. Very, very bullish. RSI sitting very high. MACD sitting very high. This is a shooting star pattern, so we got that going for us. I think what would be reasonable is for us to see probably to see the what is it? $50. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. NIO's looking incredibly bullish. But I think once we hit 50 on NIO stock, I mean, that's it, right? It should be able to pull back after. Around 50. We could see a severe pullback right after. Maybe back to 45. This is currently my thoughts. These are my thoughts on NIO. Still looking pretty good. We're going to add more CSP. Hit the like. Oh, yeah. Hit the like, guys. Hit the like button. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get that going. I don't think Gara like these stocks. Wish, Fubo. I did take a look at Wish the other time because Wish actually has some incredible fundamentals. And I was bullish on Wish. And look at that. Wish is at 13.4 now. This is what the arrow pointed up to. Although it did initially consolidate before that happened. I think Wish has some great potential. They've got lots of revenue. They're burning a lot of money right now. But I think over time that should be less of a problem. However, there are some fraud allegations against Wish. And that has been impacting the stock price significantly, right? I mean, the fundamentals are still good. Just in terms of like revenue and their growth rate. I mean, look how much they've been growing like crazily. But yeah, they've got a market cap of 8.6 billion. They've got tons of revenue. Everybody knows about this company. Usually, when you say, "Hey, do you know what Wish is?" and they're like, "Yeah, I sometimes order some really crazy stuff on Wish." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the place, right? Ordering crazy stuff at Wish." And I think the company should be able to make a comeback after they combat the fraud allegations. Yeah, it's a risky one, but I do think it's promising. I think it's going to get back to that $15, $16 level again. So I'm just going to point that out. I think Wall Street Bets is getting way too excited over Wish. Let's check the chat here. My Sunday day just ain't the same every day. It makes me tears, so I guess I have to keep on hoping, wishing, praying that you're there. Gary, do Fubo, please. Yeah, I think I'll check out Fubo in a minute. Gary left this girl. No. What about BB earnings on Thursday? I'll check Fubo. Let's check Fubo TV. Oh yeah, I got a little excited here. It went sideways. Yeah, so it went sideways initially. It's now starting to move. It's up 9.5%. I don't quite remember why I was so bullish here. Why was it that I was so bullish? Daily chart was indicating what's going to go down. Maybe... No, that was kind of strange. Maybe in the 1 hour. Yeah, okay, on the 1 hour it did seem like the MACD was going to pull back up. But... no, it was too soon. So delete everything, and let's take a look at the 4 hours. 4 hours just recently, seems like it just recently crossed RSI's heading into the overbought. Lots of buying pressure. It's bouncing off the daily MACD. Interesting. And the weekly is crossing too. So we're seeing on several time frames that there is a lot of buying pressure. Like tons of it. And I'm looking at the 1 hour right now. This is a support range, right? So it's not going to leave that 27. No way in hell. Now this is resistance. So I would expect it to move slightly higher. I would have to find the exact resistance point. If you guys give me a second here. There you go. 36. So from that point it's 36. And if we grab it from this point, let's see, it's around 33. $34.7. Yeah, I'm gonna say 33 makes more sense right now. So what we might see here is it moved to 33, 34, and then it come back down again, and maybe see this kind of a trend line. I think that could make sense. Kind of see this kind of movement. Does that make sense? No, let's move this. 36, right? So it could move to 34 and then drop off back to around 30 and then jump back to that 36 range, which that's kind of resistance, right? So once it's around 36, who knows what could happen? If the market is green, it could consolidate there. If the market is a little volatile, it could actually drop again. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here for Fubo, just the coming for the coming week. What is happening in the live chat? I'm seeing some interesting things. What must I do? I can't spend this moment. All right, let me just mute that. I think there's some bots in the chat. There we go. Oh wow, Tesla's pulling back from 630. I don't like that. I don't like seeing that. I think it's because the Nasdaq is pulling back right now. We're seeing AMC move up now, or we're finally seeing some bullishness on the meme stock, AMC. Looks like it bottomed out pretty much. So who knows what's going to happen next? It did breach trend very briefly, but it looks a little bit more positive now. I'll give it that. It's a kind of parking right around the 100-day moving average, which it's not the first time that it bottomed out there. RSI is moving up, but the price is barely budging. Yeah, we're seeing a bear flag, right? So I said this before. I'm going to say it again. Bear flag formation. Not just that, we also have a double top, right? So I don't think it's going to go back above 64 or 65 for that matter. I think it might actually slightly consolidate in this zone before dropping down further. And the next price I have for AMC is right around 48 to 49. I think that could make sense. So what we could see is maybe retest of 57 and then drop down to straight down to like 48, 49. Maybe another dead cat bounce and then drop all the way to the lower 40s. We'll see. What is happening? Gara, do you have girls in the live stream? I have no idea. I think I don't know. Something is happening. I have no idea what's happening. Hey, I mean, so long everybody behaves, I have no problem. No problem with that. Yeah, Tesla looking weaker and weaker here. Oh no. Oh, I think this was the previous analysis that we did on that. What up, Gara? What's up? Welcome. Oh yeah, by the way, to the people that just joined, welcome back to the second round of the live stream. There's been a lot going on here. AMC fell quite an amount, right? And we saw Tesla zoom back to 630. We're seeing an overall sell-off in the popular tech stocks and growth stocks, while we're seeing the indices all going up. So we're seeing the S&P is up 1.3%. You know, the Nasdaq is up 0.7%. Dow Jones up 1.7%. Russell is up, which we did expect, 2.3%. So it's a very interesting phenomenon here. It seems like the EV stocks are not doing so well, and tech growth stocks are not doing so well at the moment. Other than that, I mean, big tech is doing fine. Recovery stocks are doing fine. Big banks are doing fine. Semiconductors are selling off. Value stocks are doing okay. So it's just the popular names around just in the retail arena that are selling right now. Of course, AMC is also down right now. And I think GME was negative too. Yeah, there you go. GME is down 6%. Lol, how many of your watchers are female? I mean, it's like, I think it was 10% or something. But we have a very interesting influx of users today. It's interesting to watch. I think it's bots. Honestly, I think it's bots. Um, 56.2 AI. Yeah, like I said, AI could pull back to 56 to about 55. It canceled out, you know. I thought it was going to go back to 62, and then it dropped 3%. Because it dropped 3%, which is really strange. There's no negative catalyst. It's already past us, and we have, you know, all the indices are going up. Couldn't find anything negative about C3.ai. Who's trolling him? I have no idea. Well, I'm not a bot. Yeah, the thing is, like, usually when I'm seeing people that I don't know by name, because I pretty much know every single name there in the live chat. Like, I've memorized them all. It's like, it's either a bot or it's somebody new. And if it's a bot that knows my name, or if it's a person that knows my name and I've never seen that name of the user, then I'm more likely to think it's a bot, pretty much. Gara scared of the female. No, it's not that. This has happened several times. Only the OGs will remember. Like, I've had bots just come in here and just... Some crazy stuff has happened in the past. Not a bot, my man. Okay. I'm going to stop villainizing people in the live chat. Oh, by the way. Hit the like button. Yeah, where are you buying CCV? It continues to fall. I'm gonna keep on buying. If it gets to below 23, below 22, I'm just gonna keep on buying. Like, from time to time, I'll buy some more. Gare, how do you filter nonsense people commenting you? By filtering the people that come out with a lot of nonsense. I think that makes a lot of sense. You come up and feel my algorithm. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's a bot. I think there are some bots in the chat. All right. Let's see. AMC is still holding up. Like, I don't understand. Like, isn't the show over? It hit like, what did it hit? Like 35 billion or almost 40 billion? It's like, come on, at some point, we're seeing horrible technicals. Fundamentals are horrible. The only thing that's pushing this higher is just pure straight up hype. And even that is kind of waning off right now. If this is over, like, the faster this is going to be over, the faster we're going to see stocks like Tesla and NIO and all the others take off, because it's taking a lot of, like, it's putting AMC in the limelight, and, like, nobody's even talking about Tesla at the moment. It's all about AMC and GME and the meme stocks. You seem to be praying for AMC to tank. I think there's a good reason that I'm doing that, and that's because if that happens, then a lot more attention is going to go to the other stocks. For Tesla, NIO, Palantir, all the others. One sec. We got about 12 minutes left until Power Hour. I would appreciate it if you smash the like. Looking at the current situation, I think we're seeing a selective drop off in stocks, where the value stocks, the blue chip stocks, are bouncing. You can see that on the Dow. Like what a massive bounce that is. Huge bounce. So we're seeing the value stocks doing well today. Small cap stocks that have nothing to do with tech or growth are doing well. Because you cannot explain why all the other stocks in this list are all red, while the Russell's up 2.2%. I mean, the only reason I can find is either it's stocks that we don't know of, right? So it's not so popular, or it's just straight up not the tech or growth stocks that are going up right now. Same with the NASDAQ, by the way. Well, the NASDAQ is up because of big tech being up. And then you got the S&P being up because the value side of the S&P is going up because the Dow Jones is going up. While also, the Russell being up is having a positive impact there too. So the S&P kind of has like the best of both worlds. They have the value stocks and the tech stocks combined together. Yeah, this is why Warren Buffett says, hey, if I pass away, I want to put all my money into the S&P. It's a very, very good index. This market is unpredictable. Yeah, it is just a little bit unpredictable. I agree with that. Is he saying TRCH? Where do you think AI will reach by the end of the year? I think by the end of the year, did I say it before? Around 130? Think that could be possible. I mean, we still have like 6 months left. Oh, we're at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 6 months left, right? And I think the latter part of this year is going to be better for stocks like C3.ai. We're seeing the RSI. It's below neutral. It's been kind of flat. You know, we're not seeing much volume, at least not a whole lot of positive volume. And so it's just kind of been a period of consolidation. We've not seen any positive upside. It's been moving really freaking slow. But we do know Q3, Q4 tends to be the better. Those are the better quarters. I think things are going to be looking a lot more positive during the month of July. And then just from September onwards. I'm not so sure about what's going to happen at the end of July. You know, August, we could see another correction there, just in the broader market. But I'm pretty sure that Q4 should be, pretty nice. We could see significant upside. I'm expecting it to go back, you know, by the end of the year. I'm expecting it to be around 120. That's a 100% increase. So the market cap would be sitting at roughly $11 billion. Which, in my opinion, is not too much to be asking. If we're lucky, right? If we're really lucky and we see a melt up top, we could get very close to the all-time high. But, or, you know, all sorts of things could be happening during the year that could help aid the stock go up. Gara, why are you so optimistic about the end of the year? The closer we get to the announcement of the Fed pullback, the riskier to play. I think it has to do with the fact that, you know, usually Q3, Q4 are the better quarters, right? Especially Q4, the holiday season. So that's why I'm excited about that. And I agree the Fed is going to eventually announce something really negative, especially regarding tapering, that could shake the markets. But I don't think that's going to necessarily impact the market as negatively as people are thinking. We might see a correction, but I think it's going to be temporary. So the same thing with inflation. I think inflation is going to be rather temporary as well, because of course Jerome Powell says it's going to be temporary, and I think he's going to be right about that. So if we see, you know, if we see the announcement, you know, the Fed is going to be tapering, I don't think it's going to be that much trouble. But if they actually announce to raise rates, that would be very troubling. Which they're not going to do. They're going to do that down the road, right? So down the road, probably 2 years down the road, they're going to start raising rates. Gara, microvision, please. Oh yeah, what did we say? We said microvision was going to go to 26.7, then drop. It went to 24.7, then dropped. So that's microvision for you. I told you it was a pump and dump. I don't understand why it's positive today, 3.7%, but I don't think it deserves it. I think it's going to go back down, straight up go back down. Back to around $17. Yeah, I mean, they have no revenue. They're burning tons of money. They've got great products. It's just They don't have any revenue, right? And they're burning more. Oh, they're burning less, aren't they? They're burning less and less money. Well, it has to do with the fact that they have lower revenues too. So they're still, still burning money. It was a meme stock. It was sitting at like $2 just a couple months ago. It's now sitting at $20, so 10x. I think it could easily go back down to this $17 mark. So I'm just going to target that right now. TRCH is in a great trend with a dividend coming and some huge partnerships. Could be partnering with Tesla soon too. I have no idea what's happening with TRCH. But I did say that it could possibly pull back after hitting about $10. And it moderately went above $10 in the pre-market. It hit $10 in the open market, and it's not pulling back yet. But why is it up 56%? Let me just read up on this because I am not getting the full story. It's a meme stock. Okay. What's the short interest on TRCH? Usually that's how you know if the stock is it actually has great fundamentals or not. If it has a high short interest, 26%, it's a meme stock. Yeah, I thought for a second there that it was that it had good fundamentals. It probably, maybe will have some great fundamentals down the road, but right now this is just a pump and dump. Like, I can't take this seriously. 58% in one day. The faster they go up, the even faster they come down, right? So this is just another meme stock. We got 3 minutes until power hour. Let's go. And so far, it's been a little disappointing, I have to say. Tesla's only up 0.4%. That is nothing. That is, for Tesla stock, like, that is nothing. Peanuts, right? So absolute peanuts. We see Apple up 1.2%. I think that's great. You know, Apple's been going sideways for a long time here. C3.ai is randomly down 2.5%, which is a little it's just, I can't understand that, right? Like, how is it down 2.4% when the markets are just booming? That's just, like, just can't understand that. PLTR down 0.2%, Snowflake 0.3%. See, that's okay. It's kind of going sideways at the moment, but going down 2.4%, like, oh my gosh, that is just brutal. AMC is going back up. Look at that, 56.5. Don't be distracted with other stocks, AMC and GME. I don't know about that. I think people should not be distracted with AMC and GME. Yeah, BNGO is right now just straight up failing us. Yeah, it broke trend and it is descending downwards. Yeah. I would say it is kind of positioning in for a big move up. If I check the daily chart, yeah, MACD's about to cross downwards, That is not good. That is certainly not good. Last time that this happened, I mean, it went down quite significantly. Oh yeah, it is Power Hour right now, so let me just transition to Power Hour. Let's go. All right, we got that Power Hour template going on. Might see some volatility here. It could mean that some stocks, like Tesla, could zoom up significantly. I'm really hoping so, because it's been, I'd have to say, it's been a while since we've seen some upside, like some solid upside for Tesla, sitting at 629.3. AMC still sitting at 56.5. CCIV is gradually going up. Look at that. About to hit 23. Let's go. NIO is also heading up. About to go positive. We got a full hour. TEL is up 10%. Really? Yeah, we did see. We said it was going to spike eventually. Small market cap. Yeah, MACD was going to spike at some point. Up 10% right here. Yeah, so that's the idea, right? Jumps up and then it comes down to fill the gap. And why was that the case? Oh yeah, the weekly chart was looking pretty bloated. If we take a look at the 4 hours, it went up 200%. Yeah, I'm going to stick by this. Virgin Galactic down 2.4%. Value stocks still in the green. Let's see. Big banks are green. What is the 10-year doing? The 10-year is up 2.5%. Okay. So high multiple stocks are not benefiting from this rally because, of course, with the 10-year spiking like 2.5%, it becomes unattractive for anybody to be buying these high multiple stocks like C3 and Palantir and all the others, you know. We see that Bitcoin is down 8%, Ethereum down 13%, still in a bear trend for about, how long now? For pretty much a month and a week. And this could last like another 6 months. So be very careful with cryptos at the moment. Let's just say this. Don't expect crypto to just come back like in like a week or something. Don't expect overnight gains with crypto at the moment, because it might not be the case. So somebody said that Elon just tweeted. I'm going to check that tweet if he did tweet. I'm very curious. Looking at holding Tesla AI Day in about a month or so. We'll go over progress with Tesla AI software and hardware, both training and inference. Purpose is recruiting. I don't know if that's a good thing, honestly, because people are expecting full self-driving to be completed very soon. And apparently he's recruiting people. So we have a catalyst. That is beautiful, actually, if I think about it. So next month, we have 2 catalysts. We have AI Day, and now we have earnings. Q2 deliveries is going to be in about a week or so. This is quite bullish. So this is just like another catalyst on top of what we already had with Q2 earnings and Q2 deliveries. But you could also view it in a bearish way, because like, why would you have an AI day? Like, does it mean you're struggling with full self-driving? Because most of the market cap of Tesla right now is based on the fact that they're going to have full self-driving working, and that's the reason that it's so important. And that's, you know, that's maybe the reason why you're not seeing the price of Tesla stock necessarily spike right now. Because it's like, okay, we have AI Day, which is great. You know, we have another catalyst, but apparently we need an AI Day because our AI is not working properly yet. You can view it in like a positive and a negative way. Remember what Battery Day did to... Yeah, right. True. It's difficult. I don't know what to say about this. I think it's probably a good thing. It's a good thing. So I do think we're going to see a rally prior to the AI Day, but right now I don't think it's going to have a big impact. At least not right now, you know. But it's still green, you know. Nevertheless, Tesla's at 628. I mean, anybody holding Tesla stock should be happy with that. It's been in a very negative loop as of late. You're an idiot if you sell TRCH this week. I'm not so sure about that. I think with the way TRCH has been spiking, I mean... Let me check their dividend 1 second. Yeah, I did hear somebody talk about that. The merger dividend. Oh, it's merger plans with Meta Material. They will also have to continue to hold those shares through June 24 to be eligible for the dividend. The investors that are wondering how much the dividend will pay out still don't have any concrete details. Alright. Yeah, it's a pump and dump. It's a pump and dump. What's most likely going to happen is that on TRCH, Torchlight, it's going to drop on like either right prior to the 24th or on the 24th. It's going to drop significantly. That's pretty much what's going to happen. Yeah. I'm not going to make a prediction on this. It's been moving parabolic. But I think I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back all the way to the $5 eventually. Right around the 24th of June. AMC's falling again. It is failing to fall after it's failing to go up after a shooting star pattern, and it's breaking the trend. We see a double top. We see I think it's a bear flag. It's not looking good. My dream Tesla partnering with Apple. I think that would be a horrible nightmare. I don't think Tesla should partner up with Apple. Tesla should be the boss of their own industry. Like, they should really lead all the other companies. Just like Apple's doing right now. Although I have to say, there's a lot more competition in the smartphone space now. A lot more competition. Abu Bakr Al-Jasmi coming in with a 7.3 AED donation. And it says, are we going to see a correction with the Chinese EVs? Yeah, I mean, we already saw it, right? So we already saw a correction here. I think for several EV makers, let's just say for XPeng and Li Auto, the correction is going to be more severe than for NIO. Because, well, look how fast, for example, XPeng went up. It went up 100%, right? So a significant bit. And yeah, I think it's going to correct. In all honesty, it could be going back down to 42, which it already did, right? It already went down to 42, so we were right about that. I think it's not done going down, though. Yeah. It's been going up quite significantly. Let's check the weekly. Yeah, it's because the weekly, weekly momentum went positive, and then, usually when that happens, you see a massive move. But, volume has never been, it's not been that significant. I'm expecting it to just go sideways, honestly. More at this lower part, right? So it could maybe hit 38 eventually. So kind of like that. Trade in between this range. For some time. Because usually when a stock goes up 100%, it usually comes down and it consolidates, right? And this is a resistance point, right? We hit around 45. It was a Fibonacci resistance point. I don't see this pulling back up unless they have really, really good news, either in the Chinese EV space or the stock market is going up like a rocket ship. Yeah, you're already seeing it go down 3.5%. Tesla needs to close above 630. Yeah, it really needs to go close above 630. If it can't do that, that's just a sign of weakness, in my opinion. That would be very bad. It's already coming down here. I think the reason it might be coming down is because of the AI day. The announcement from Elon Musk that we're going to have an AI day, which is kind of indicating that, hey, our AI software is still not done, so we need another AI day, and that basically means that full self-driving is just kind of being delayed here. Which is not a good thing. Like a big portion of the market cap of Tesla is just purely on the fact that, hey, we're going to have robo-taxis and, you know, Tesla's going to be able to drive on their own and people can get subscriptions. If that's off the table for now, then that could mean we could see a pullback. So far, she's been neutral. Hey, Gara, getting fed up with Apex. The merger's in 2 weeks and the price is not moving. What do you think? Well, I think with Apex... Well, nobody's talking about Apex right now. That's one thing. Who's talking about Apex? Like, literally nobody. It went up 15% recently. And it's also very important to look at, like, which company it's merging with. Maybe it's not that exciting after all. Let me check. They're going to be merging with AvePoint. I mean, what is AvePoint really about? AvePoint is the largest independent software vendor of software as a service solutions to migrate, manage, and protect data in Microsoft 365. I don't get really excited about that. You know what I mean? Reading that, you know, it's like, okay, so okay, Microsoft 365, right? People are using Google Docs. People are using other software right now. Who knows what's going to happen to Microsoft 365 10 years from now. I don't really get excited about AvePoint. Not at all. And the merger's in 2 weeks, and we're not seeing the stock price go up that much. If this is all we're getting for the merger, if it's 2 weeks away, that's just disappointing, right? We're not going to get it back to like $17 or $18. That's not going to happen again. Because this happened in a time where yields were really low and everything was going haywire, right? C3 sitting at 180. Tesla was at 900. I can give you many, many more examples. But I do think it's going to go back up. I think we will probably see it eventually go back to the next resistance, which is around $12. That would be my next target for Apex Technologies. And it's going to be merging with AvePoint, which I'm not very excited about that. That's just my opinion on that. it will definitely gather some short-term hype. Most definitely, it will gather some short-term hype. All right. Let's see what's happening with AI. I think AI is... My gosh, AI is the king of sideways. Still sitting right there. Not a whole lot happening. So much for Power Hour, right? NASDAQ is up 0.7. We got ARK up 0.5. Dow Jones up 1.7. Let's check what's happening with big tech. Like with Apple. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Cool. All right. Yeah, Apple has been doing pretty good recently. It's been rallying quite consistently. There you go. Recent tops that we've seen. Right. Now looking at the daily chart, it's also looking very positive. Yeah, I think it's going to pull back, though. Short term. Earnings is still a month away. I think even more than that, right? No, it's about a month. So about a month and 2 weeks away from earnings. I am very tempted to just say that Apple is going to fall here. It's going to go sideways and it's going to fall all the way down. Like straight up like that. Because of this megaphone pattern. And it would bottom out around 127, 128. But if it breaks through this level at around 132, if we see 133, 134, that's it. It's going to go parabolic until earnings. It's going to go straight up to 140. But I'm going to say it's going to hit that resistance and it's going to pull back. And we'll see Apple probably around 127, 128 very briefly. And then we see another surge for earnings. All right. So that's that. No, Tesla's coming back down. Oh wow. It has to do with. It probably has to do with what Elon just recently tweeted about the. He's planning an AI day, which is focused on recruiting people for the AI part of Tesla, which is kind of strange because Elon has been saying for years now that they would get the full self-driving done, and it's still not done, which is bearish. So yeah, that could be the reason why it's going down. Because the indices are not going anywhere. The indices have been just sitting pretty much flat at the point that they're currently sitting. At the yeah. One moment. Oh man. Also, Elon also threw a rock through an unbreakable window. Yeah, that was an interesting event, the Cybertruck event. True. Gara, can you look at APRN? They did a share offering, I think. No idea what APRN is. Thomas Otto says it's an ascending triangle, and MACD bullish crossover Apple. Yeah, it's bullish. I think Apple's definitely bullish. All right. EV stocks negative. AMC is net. Ooh. Oh, that is kind of interesting. Look at this. Look at this. The daily MACD is about to cross down. That's going to be interesting. Oof. 6.4% down on the day. And was down on Friday as well. I don't know about this, guys. Elon, the guy who names his kid after the sound of a lawnmower. Oh my gosh. Come on, guys. Yeah, so I don't know about this. Let's just... I'll tell you what I mean. One sec. There we go. So what was the last time... When was the last time we saw AMC cross the daily chart? It was right here, and it was right there, and right there. So what happened to AMC? If we take a look at what happened with AMC from top to bottom... Like right when the MACD crossed, right? So right around here. 25% drop, and then after that, we had it dropped 28% in total. From top to bottom. I guess it would be more fair to take the point where the actual MACD crossed. I think that would make a lot more sense. So 12% downturn from the point where the MACD crossed. And then prior to that, the 23rd of March, which is going to be right here, it dropped 17%, and then long term, of course, was down 20%. And right here, oh, there we go, 35%. So let's say a 20% downturn will be probable here for AMC when the MACD does cross. Of course, it could be more than that, right? It could be like 30% or 40%. I'm going to be very modest here. Let's say we see a 10% correction, or 20% correction, sorry. That would take AMC from this price that we're currently at to roughly, let's say 45. I think that 45 range could be held as support. 43, 45. So that would mean... Let's check the weekly chart, which is also very, very extended here. Overbought. MACD is just like parabolic. That would mean it's just going to come back to the 20-day moving average, honestly. Where the 20-day is. That's kind of what it's pointing at right now. Then it would come back to the 20-day moving average. Maybe it's going to hold it. Maybe just breaches it, and it's going to go all the way to 30. I think it's probably going to stay at the lower 40s if it does breach the daily MACD here. TA doesn't matter on meme stocks. Yet we've been predicting this stock for the past couple days, just pretty much on TA. Thought you said growth in tech stocks would be going up. Oh no, I was not talking about today. I was talking about just in general. Just the coming week, the coming weeks, the coming months are going to be absolutely great. One moment. Tesla's pulling back down here, 621.7. There you go. Wow. Tesla's now sitting at 622. And what do we have here? Bitcoin's still down a bit. Green day tomorrow. I don't know about that. I don't know if tomorrow's necessarily going to be a green day. I do think... I mean, today is a green day in general. Like, look at this. The Russell is up 2%. Dow Jones up 1.7%. Nasdaq up 0.6%. S&P up 1.3%. Today is a green day. It's overall a green day. It's just specific sectors are not going up and they're going down. It is not a red day. Definitely not a red day. If you're holding AMC, then of course you're having a red day today. I mean, if you're holding GME, AMC, Clover, all the meme stocks, they've been pulling back today. Xpeng deliveries in the month were exceptional. Yeah, true that. That was one of the reasons why Xpeng went up the way it did. Gara, do a poll whether tomorrow is red or green. I think that's a good idea. Will stocks be green or red tomorrow? Let me get that going. There you go. Oh yeah, the Netherlands actually won the football match of today, which was to be expected, honestly. Oh my. This is looking scary as hell. This is probably going to look a lot like what we saw maybe right here. Nah. Probably this downturn, 2021 February. Let's see what happened there. What was right there? It was ugly. It was really ugly. Is there a gap to be filled? Oh yeah, there is actually. Right there. So 49.6. That gap's probably going to get filled very soon. And then we reach that 20-day moving average. It's right here. Just a matter of time. Nasdaq is slightly down. We see the Russell going down, which is probably the reason why we're seeing Tesla and EV stocks now coming down. And looking at the poll, a lot of people are saying that tomorrow is going to be a red day, just according to the poll, right? What was the score? It was 3-0. Of course, the Netherlands won. The Dutchies. One moment. Does Workhorse look good or not in your opinion? Workhorse. Oh man, we were wrong about Workhorse as well. But then again, I did say, like, hey, Workhorse, meme stock, it could go anywhere. I don't think it's looking good. I really don't think so. The only reason it's sitting at this current price point is mainly because of the fact that Wall Street Bets pushed the price higher. And it looks like the daily MACD is showing negativity, right? So it might actually pull back here. Depending on what's going to happen with Wall Street Bets, I think it's going to probably pull back. What about Airbnb? Well, Airbnb, I was in favor of Airbnb for some time. I did think that Airbnb was going to kill it. but it's just been moving in the opposite direction, right? So it's down 1.7% while the whole market is pulling back up. That's just amazing. Even recovery stocks, right? So Airbnb is kind of also a recovery stock in the sense that like people are going to go back to an Airbnb and that's their main source of income. I don't understand why it's not going up right now. I think it has to do with the lockup period expiration, probably, which is still having a negative impact, similar to what we saw with C3.ai. So, but it's been almost a month. Yeah, very weird movement on our Airbnb. Despite that, I mean, it's trending up. We're seeing that it's trending up here. That's a good thing. One moment, let me just grab this Fibonacci level. Yeah, 160. My target was 160 the other time. Oh, no. And that's still my target right now. So eventually go all the way to the 160s. That's a short-term target, of course. But I think that's doable right now for the coming week. Gara, you tainted Bitcoin with your prediction. I mean, it was very predictable that it was going to come down. Most people didn't see it because most people were bullish and almost euphoric in some sense. Like, oh my, it's a gold mine. Yeah, I kind of like that. People became very, very irrational with Bitcoin, not thinking rationally about it. And then, of course, what happens is the bubble bursts and it remains bearish for like a year. It could be bearish for even longer. Let's see. AMC now sitting at 56. AMC to 100,000. Not quite yet, but man, people are not giving up on AMC. It's like, if I would have listened to the YouTubers on YouTube talking about AMC, it would have been sitting at $120 2 weeks ago. But instead, what we got 2 weeks ago, it went to like, what, $40? And it's not even close to $100. Oh well. There we go. Yeah, C3 is moving down again, back to back, classic. CCIV is now 23. It's good, very good. AMD down 2.6%. Probably come down a bit further. 81 to about 80 makes more sense. And then after that, I think it could go up again. Possibly back to the 90s, given that we have a weekly MACD cross going on here. What about ENG? and global. No idea. It's up 20. Why is it going up 20% though? Like, what's the reason? Quarterly revenues have been going down. Annually been kind of flat. Is this a bump and dump? It does really seem like one. It's up 1,000%. Then it goes down 77%. I would stay away from this, probably. Yeah, it's spike. It's the same thing that we saw right here. So it spikes, then it dumps. I would definitely stay away from this. Or maybe do some research on the fundamentals. If the fundamentals are great, then hey, it could be an opportunity. But still, I don't like what I'm seeing here. PLTR still stuck at 25. I mean, I would rather have Palantir be stuck at 25 than at 22 or 23. So I have no problem with Palantir sitting there, just consolidating. Texas blackouts. Hey, Gara, can you check VTI ETF, please? VTI. Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. It looks like the S&P. Isn't it just the S&P? It's literally the S&P. All right, I'll check it out. One sec. It's pretty much the S&P, right? The SPX. Let's check the weekly. It's just going to go sideways, honestly. Given that the weekly is still bearish, I think it's going to be sideways. We're going to see sideways movement for some time on the S&P. And if we see a big move up, it's not going to be a big move. Yeah, so maybe hit like 220, pull back again to about just lower levels. Just sideways movement. Gara, please take a look at TNXP. Will it go to $5 by the end of this year? No idea. TNXP, have I heard of that? Check it very briefly. If I've done an analysis on that. Oh yeah, right. We were bearish on this. I think there's a good reason why we were bearish. MACD was about to cross downwards. Daily charts, MACD was about to cross downwards. So I mean, for this one, health technology, right? There you go. Very small market cap too. Lots of money burned. I don't know where this is in particular going to be bottoming out. But I think it's probably going to bottom out right around $1, I think. And then bounce back up. That's what I think is going to be likelier. For TNXB. The S&P is starting to move up even higher. And it's just mind-boggling. Tesla's negative right now, while the whole market is green, and Tesla's negative. That is just mind-boggling. Citigroup. Let me check Citigroup. Oof. The hell happened here? That is insane. That is quite literally insane. Finance, right? Yeah. Thought so. I mean, the same thing happened to JP Morgan and all the others. Went down quite a bit. 3% dividend. Annual revenue goes down. Quarterly. So their revenue goes down. Even their profits are down. Well, that's because of 2020, most likely. I think it could probably go back up to around $70. But I don't think it's going to be ascending upwards much more than that. So I'm just looking at 70 on Citigroup. Isn't this a bad sign for speculative tech stocks? Not necessarily. No, I don't think so. It doesn't have to be. It's just temporarily, right? So you can't have stocks go green every single day. I mean, we've seen Xpeng go from 20 to freaking 45. That it's enough for now, right? You can't see stocks just go up, just skyrocket every single day. I think it was about to come, this correction. We've got about 18 minutes left until the market closes, guys. And let me see what the like count currently is. It's sitting at 174. Let's get to 200 likes right now. Smash that like button. I think we can get there. Plug power MORNHEAR. Never heard of those. CD projected trading losses. Oh yeah, that might be the reason why Citigroup went down significantly. Could be the reason. Let's check Li Auto. Oh my gosh, Li Auto. Look at that. Just getting started. I mean, come on, look at this. Their Q1 was almost as good as their Q4. That is unbelievable. That is crazy. I think the pullback is just inevitable. It seems like we got a base at around 26. So maybe just pull back to around 26. Simple as that, right? Support zone is right around there. So it would make sense. Although it is the only EV stock that was positive for a second there. Such a weird day. Like I said, it's really weird because you got the S&P up 1.3%, Nasdaq up 0.7%, even ARK positive, Dow Jones in the positive, Russell significantly positive, and then you look at the stocks, it's like, what the hell? Like, they're all red. And these are all retail, popular retail stocks. Even AMD, Nvidia, Virgin Galactic. What's up? Value stocks, big banks, recovery stocks, big tech. Those are the stocks that are green. It's like a mini rotation. Ethereum is falling even further now. Look at that. Woo. Down 14%. All right. The poll that we just had recently, Says it's 50%. There's a 50% chance of the stock market being red, and there's a 50% chance of it being green. So 50-50. Coin flip. Hey, I'll take it. I think it's pretty much a coin flip at this point too. Because if you got all the indices in the green, but you have the popular high multiple stocks, the tech stocks, the growth stocks in the red, that's a little confusing. I'm going to say tomorrow's going to be a very, very interesting day. Financials are up huge, so the Russell is green, and small caps are down. Yeah, the financials pretty much are in the green because of the 10-year spiking about 2.5%, I believe. What was it? 3%, right? So the 10-year spiking, that is not aiding the high multiple stocks. Yeah, what you think on Facebook short term of an option call? Well, short term, we said that Facebook was going to come down short term, which it did. If I would delete this, Facebook has a market cap of about 940 billion, right? And just looking at what's happening with the price movement. When is the next time they have earnings? That's what I'm wondering. Where? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't see Facebook actually stopping with just rallying up. Although given on the daily, the weekly is actually still negative. Might see it actually go down here. Just slight amount. Although it's up 0.7% today. Despite it being up 0.7%, it's still looking like Facebook is going to go down slightly. So what might happen is it might jump back to around 334 or 335 and then dump again to about 325. Right. Yeah, that would make sense. And then after that, we could probably see another continuation, just another rally, right? So that would bring it to a market cap of about $1 trillion. But just short term, I think it's more likely it's going to fall down a couple percentage points, in all honesty. It does look, yeah, on the 2 hours it says, hey, it's going to cross, so it could jump to 335, 336, and then right after I could see it drop down. So it's kind of what I'm seeing here. To this support zone, 325. People are really hyped up about TRCH. I mean, honestly, it's already going up. It already went up 58% after going up like 100%. There are much better stocks out there. In fact, we're seeing the same pattern that we saw the other time. I think it's going to go down all the way. Pretty much. Go down all the freaking way. All the way. Around $5. Punish me if I'm wrong about this. Ugh. From all the stocks that you could choose. Vincent says, Gara, the whole market is green today. Tesla isn't the only stock down. Also, PLTR, CCV, and meme stocks down, to name a few. What is in store for Palantir and CCV? I think it's probably just going to be Yeah, I find it strange. I don't know why that is specifically happening. It might have to do with AMC and GME, maybe. Um, it could be, but I think in all honesty, it's probably like a temporary thing. We still have a big catalyst coming for Tesla. There's a merger news for CCIV is going to be big too, and for Palantir, I would say Palantir was going to go sideways anyway. It's going to slowly rally to the 27 by the end of the week. It's my expectation on that. You cannot expect stocks to just go up overnight. It takes some time to see that momentum build up. But definitely a strange day. You would expect when the whole market is up like this, that Tesla would be up and Palantir would be up and C3.ai, but that is not the case. And that's mainly because of the 10-year going up 2.8%, which is not in favor of high multiple stocks. At least the stocks that are kind of, they have revenue down the road. Or profits down the road. We got 9 minutes, guys. We've got 9 minutes left until the market is going to close. I cannot wait. Because it's been a long day. It's been a long day. I've been working on the website today, so that's why I'm a little tired. But it's a-okay. If I'm wrong on this, I mean, this pattern looks so much like the pattern I've seen in the past. I'm willing to bet that it's going to come down all the way to $5. It's a classic pump and dump. I've seen this happen so often. Is it too late to shorten the video, or can it come down further? I think it's too late. It's probably too late at this point. You're not going to have a great short position on the video at this point. The 775 was great. Okay. Come on, what is this? What the hell is this? Look at this candle. Darn it. Yeah, it is. It is still pulling back. Freaking hate it. Oh well, I mean, we still have a couple days left. The fact that the uptrend is holding up, and the fact that Tesla didn't necessarily sell off significantly like its other EV counterparts is, just, in my opinion, just a sign of bullishness. But yeah, it did hit 630 today. That's pretty exciting. It actually hit 631.5. Abu Bakr Al-Jasmi says, BNGO and helium, please. We already covered BNGO, actually. But I want to cover helium for sure. Thank you for that donation, Abu Bakr. I'll take a look at helium. Let's see. Once again, expected this one to go up, and helium has been very underperforming. But this is happening because, of course, we see the 10-year spike, right? And Helion is a company that has a lot of cash burn. They've been burning cash. They don't have any revenue. And those stocks usually don't perform well when the 10-year goes up, because it becomes expensive to borrow money. Rates go up. So it's been descending, right? So we're seeing this descending pattern. Although it did go up from this bottom, it's up more than 77%, which is very nice. That's not bad indeed. Looks like the MACD might cross. 4 hour is looking not bad, honestly. Let's check the daily chart. Daily is indicating bearishness. So that is pretty bad. Alright, so the daily is indicating bearishness. The 4 hours already bearish for that matter. Like, could maybe see a tiny bounce, but seems like we're gonna see some more downside, eh? Yep. Where would we see the next support? Let me check that out. This is the next support, so that would be, it would bounce right on the EMAs, and then maybe come down back to around 10.7, maybe. So something like that, and then drop back down like that. That's kind of what I'm seeing here for Helion, short term, and maybe consolidate in this range for some time, because we did see a significant push to the upside. Look at that, 75%. Like I said previously, when you see a push like that, it usually you see the stock go down and consolidate, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Once we see that happen, I think the next level for Helion would probably be sitting at around $15. Just right around here. But just like with everything, I think patience is going to be very much rewarding in this situation, because I do think that Helion has the right technologies, and it will aid them a lot down the road. But it's just at this moment when you see the 10-year spiking like that, of course Helion is going to go down. That's all I can say about Helion here. One moment. Let's see. AI is pumping, closing around. That would be great. I would love it to close to around 58.5. But I don't think it's going to be the case. Momentum is negative. It's just straight up flying down. One moment. There we go. Cool. We got about 3 minutes. 3 minutes until the market is going to close. I think most stocks that people are holding, retail traders are holding, are in the red. We're talking about, the Palantirs, the AMC, the Tesla, the EV stocks, etc., all in the red. Big tech has been doing well. Value stocks have been doing well. Recovery stocks have been doing well today. But that was to be expected. I mean, some of these value stocks, the big banks, JP Morgan came down like 12% just the past couple weeks, just 12% all the way down. Look at this. We saw Coca-Cola come back down after Cristiano Ronaldo pushed away the Cokes on his press conference. Verizon. So all of it is like, yeah. It might just be that value stocks came down enough for hedge funds and institutions to say, hey, we're going to buy the dip there. And when they buy the dip, they sell the high multiple stocks, the Tesla, the NIO, the XBang, the Bionano, Genomics. And of course the 10-year, the 10 years up. So that's not helping out with high multiple stocks at all after seeing the 10-year go down for some time. So it was an interesting day. I'll tell you that. It was interesting. AMC is holding up at around $55.5, and it did break trend. And we're seeing a double top. And not only that, we're also seeing a bearish flag. And the market has officially closed. Oh, sorry for that. Meant to click that. So yeah, the market is officially closed. That was it for today. Very interesting day. Everything was up just except the stocks that we are excited about, like the Palantir, Tesla, etc. It's been a strange but interesting day. That's all I want to say about today, honestly. Tesla went to 630 and then it dropped to 620. Went to 610. It's really, really weird day. Alright, but yeah, this was the live stream for today. This was the second live stream of today. And, yeah, underwhelming. It's just a little bit underwhelming today. A little bit underwhelming. Expected far more, you know what I mean? Gara should have kept his head on. Nah. LMAO, I didn't sell AMC. Good luck with that. Good luck with AMC. Like, I wish you the best. I mean, AMC to 100K, right? I was just joking around. But yeah, guys, we're going to be ending the live stream right here, right now. Make sure you hit the like if you enjoyed the live stream. Also, if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and make sure you check out the Discord. The Discord community link is in the description. We also have Twitter, we have Instagram. Links are going to be down below. All right, guys, I'll be heading out now. Tomorrow, I think, is going to be. I'm not gonna speak about the indices. I think tomorrow we're gonna see green for high multiple stocks. So, that's that. Alright, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. I'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed. And I'll be in the Discord in the meantime, so hit that Discord link in the description. Adios.